50% of men aged 18 to 24 have never approached a woman in their life. I saw this statistic on Instagram, and that is crazy to me because it's so easy to start a conversation with anyone. And I'm going to teach you the easiest way to do it. It's so easy to do. Of course, yeah, it takes a little bit of courage to start the conversation, but you don't have to ask someone out immediately. You can just get to know them a little bit and then determine if you want to ask someone out. But it's like you can also use just these conversation starters to make friends, to have business connections. Like you could use it for anything, but just start conversations with people because then you'll become more comfortable asking people out, asking people to hang out as your friend. But so many people don't do this. Like 50% of men haven't approached a woman in their entire lives. So it's like, you have to have the guts to get started. That is the most important thing of trying to make friends, date, whatever, is having courage, because of course it's not going to work out every time that you start a conversation with someone or ask someone out, but that's part of life. Part of life is getting rejected. But if you can start conversations with tons of people, your life will completely change because then you have unlimited options in terms of like dating, networking, friends, because there's 8 billion people in the world. But you have to be able to develop the skills to start conversations and continue conversations with people so that you can have those opportunities. So that's what I'm going to teach you today. Okay. The easiest way to start a conversation with someone is using my chat framework. So this is so simple. Comment on what's around you, highlight something about yourself, assess if they want to talk to you, because sometimes people don't want to talk to us, toss it back to the other person by asking a question. Okay, so I'll show you an example of me using this to meet someone. And this is just someone I just started a conversation with. I didn't ask her out, but I just wanted to talk to people, so I started a conversation because it's good for you and them. People want to talk to people. So look at this example, and then I'll break it down after. What's like your go-to order here?
Susie?
What's like your go-to order?
It's my actually first time here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, I come here a decent amount. It's like, they got some like good stuff.
Oh, okay. What
Yeah.
are yours?
I got this like the ashwagandha one. Are you visiting or it's first time here?
Yeah, I was visiting from Vegas.
Oh, from Vegas. You live in Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
What about you?
I'm from New Jersey,
Oh, okay.
but I live here now. I moved here like 2 years ago.
I'm Gigi, by the way.
Gigi?
Yeah.
Prop. Nice to meet you. Cool. I like your sunglasses.
Thank you.
So even though it was a bit awkward at first, it was still like a normal conversation, right? Because people understand that it's a little uneasy to start a conversation with someone new. So they'll give you the benefit of the doubt, generally speaking. And the more you do it, the less awkward it becomes. And the longer you have a conversation with someone, the more comfortable you two feel with each other, right? So it's like, even though I didn't ask this girl out, it was just like a nice conversation for me to have to hopefully brighten my day and then also her day, maybe a little bit. So it's just nice to talk to people. So just go get out there, start conversations with people. So that's the first way, is using that chat framework, right? And as you could see in this video, that's what I used. I commented on what's around me, kind of. I asked a question. I was like, oh, what's your go-to order here? I highlighted something about myself. I got the ashwagandha one. I assessed if she wanted to talk to me. Seems like she wanted to talk. If she didn't want to, and I didn't think she wanted to, I would have just moved on with my day. And then I tossed it back to her. I was like, oh, are you from here? Or are you visiting? I know you said it was your first time at this coffee shop. You don't want to end the conversation on just a comment or a compliment, because then it doesn't really continue anything from there. But if you're learning something about each other, then it's a real conversation. You want to highlight things about yourself, but also learn things about the other person. And that's what a conversation is. So that's the first way. And the second and third way are just changing the opening. So it's like, instead of commenting on what's around you, you could also compliment them. So compliment something harmless, like, maybe something they're wearing, maybe like their sweater or like their shoes or something. So, but just be genuine here, because people can kind of tell if it's a fake compliment. So if it's something that you genuinely want to compliment, just be like, oh, I like your shoes. And the third way would be to ask a general question. Because if you feel really uncomfortable like starting conversations with people, then it might be good to just ask some general questions to people, just to make sure you get into a flow state and are able to talk to people you don't know. So you could just go outside your house and be like, oh, do you know what time this place closes? Or like, do you know what the directions to like this coffee shop is? Or something like that. Just start talking to people to make sure you feel more comfortable like starting a conversation. Because ultimately, like these opportunities, they come from you having the guts to do it. And the more you do it, the less awkward it'll be, the more comfortable you'll be, the more confident you will be, because confidence just comes from the proof of doing what you say you would do. So the more you do it, the more confident you will be, and the better your conversations will be as well. Starting conversations with people, making new friends, asking people out, connecting with people for your business, whatever it is. It's not going to be easy at first. It'll feel uncomfortable. It'll take time. but just break it down to the next step and push yourself a little bit outside of your comfort zone. And if you do that consistently, you can make great progress. Like I used to be kind of awkward, but now I feel like I can start a conversation with pretty much anyone. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. So even though it won't be easy at first, it will be worth it. Life's not easy, but it's worth it. Take care.